Hi, and welcome to Mind Your Business. I'm Stephen Meadows. In today's Daily Gem, I want to talk a little bit about regrets. So let me just start off by saying I don't believe in regrets. I don't mean that to say that I don't believe people have regret. I'm saying for me, I don't believe in regretting things. So I'll try to explain my philosophy, even though it's a little weird and maybe a little existential. So essentially, I see cause and effect as sort of, a river, I guess you could say. Something happens and then something else happens. And, people will always go, oh, well, if I would have just known that information back then, I would have made a different decision. But you didn't. And you couldn't have had that information back then. And so what happened, happened. There's really no changing that. And I have to basically come to terms with the fact that if I was in the exact same position with the exact same information, I would have made the exact same decision. So therefore, I can't really regret what happened. Now, I can be disappointed in the outcome, and I can learn from it, but I don't regret what happens. And I also have a different philosophy that some people think is weird, but I basically see everything in my life as a stepping stone to something else. So even when bad things happen, I have another philosophy I'll share in just a second, I don't see them as bad things. So I tell people all the time, bad things don't happen to me. And they're like, what do you mean? Bad things happen to everybody. What I mean by that is, I don't see unfortunate events or inconveniences as bad things. I see them as, okay, this sucks, but what can I learn from it? And usually it leads me to a better place in my life. There's one or two instances I can think of where a bad thing happened and it didn't really have any positive outcome. It was years ago I injured my back. I personally don't see any way that actually helped me in life. Maybe it did. Maybe I just don't realize it. But again, I don't regret doing what I did to hurt my back because at that time, I made the decision that I thought was best or made it based on the information that I had. So, it's a weird philosophy, but I'll be honest, it actually helps me be a lot happier in life and a lot more content. I don't sit around and brood about what might have been. I am where I am for a reason, and I'm going to move forward. So that's just kind of how I look at things. Call me weird, whatever. I've been called worse, so it doesn't really bother me. But, that's an interesting way of looking at life, and I encourage you guys to take a second look at how you look at your past. We're basically the sum of our experiences, so I really wouldn't trade these bad things for anything because I don't think I'd be the same person. I don't think I would be in the same position that I'm in. Maybe I would be better off, but I wouldn't be the same person. So that's kind of how I look at these things. And, maybe it's weird. That's fine. I hope it's at least intrigued you. I would love to hear your opinions on the matter. Predestination, causality, anything like that. I don't want to get into physics, even though I totally would. But I would love to hear how you guys look at your past events and how they affect your current life. So that's all I've got. I hope you have a wonderful day and make awesome choices.